Hey everybody, it's Craig. I hope you're doing awesome tonight. It is Thursday and it's day 4 of the One Funnel Away challenge. Really, this is pre-training, so this is really all about Belief Week. It's super good. I'm coming to you from Maple Ridge, BC, so hope everyone's doing well tonight. I just wanted to give my update. So I've managed to do both watch both videos, one from Russell and the coaching call from Stephen Larson today. Really good, lots of great stuff in there. We started off actually watching Russell Brunson's 10X video from Grant Cardone's 10X conference, which is really good. And the whole point of watching this is really to watch his actual presentation, which was really interesting because I didn't really think about this until later we're with Stephen Larson, and he was talking about the perfect webinar script or the perfect presentation script. So it's very interesting. And after the Stephen Larson video, which was really good, always really good, it got me back to grabbing my Expert Secrets book and really diving in and looking back at that whole perfect webinar script and really kind of diving into all those steps and learning the 60 plus steps involved in that presentation. So some really interesting information there. So some of the points from today's presentation. So, Russell was spewing out some amazing stats here. One, like over 90 people have made over $1 million through ClickFunnels sales funnels. That's the two comma club, which is pretty cool. And what's even more amazing is 15 people have made over $10 million using one funnel. So again, part of Belief Week is really about him presenting these kind of success stories, which is super cool. And, even looking at ClickFunnels themselves, they're a $100 million company, completely bootstrapped with no investor funds and really just kind of building off of the revenue they generated. Pretty impressive stuff. So some of the things that kind of stuck out for me was outspending your competition. This again really hit home where when you start to do kind of upsells and downsells using the ClickFunnels platform, these different instant kind of revenue generators on your existing kind of orders, it really helps to pay for the advertising. So that was a really interesting piece. Something that really was interesting that Stephen Larson talked about was this whole concept of you don't want to be the pioneer. So he was specifically talking about, the perfect webinar script and saying, it's perfect for a reason. It's been tested by many people through many funnels that have made multiple millions of dollars. So it's a framework that's bulletproof. So this was, something that was really trying to hit home. And the whole concept of a pioneer is, the pioneers kind of go out and they're at the front lines and they usually end up with arrows in their back with their face down in the mud, because they're the ones kind of breaking ground. And so you don't want to be the pioneer. You really want to focus on using frameworks that other very successful people have leveraged and used, in order to be successful. So again, it's standing on the shoulders of giants. Get help from other people to really, propel you forward. And, those people are like Russell and Stephen Larson and many other people in the ClickFunnels community that really are helping us learn this journey. So that was really cool. Another thing they talked about is, the whole concept of funnel hacking where, you want to go out and, look at who's succeeding. And he showed some really good examples in the coaching call today where, he was going out and looking at, people that were succeeding in the supplement business and then taking their success, looking at their funnel, buying their product, doing research. He used a really good tool that was called SimilarWeb. That was really powerful, where you could basically go and find out a ton of stuff about, your competition's website. So very interesting there. Talk how you can get banners designed very inexpensive. In today's coaching call with Stephen, he really focused on the perfect webinar script. And, I had read that in Expert Secrets. It's the main meat of this whole book. And really, Stephen hitting home that it's not just about webinars, it's about presentations. And so I got a bit of homework, but I'm going to rewatch Russell Brunson's 10X video and his presentation. And I'm going to follow along with Expert Secrets, because there's a whole section in here that basically goes through every step looking at the stack and all the different steps. So I basically want to follow along and just kind of see how, Russell is actually presenting this material and how he's, getting us as the viewer to, to just kind of take the bait and buy his products and stuff. So super, really good. Another big thing that really helped kind of solidify this whole perfect webinar funnel thing was the one-to-one selling is very different than one-to-many. And so Stephen really talked about that. So one-to-one selling is, me selling direct to you, or, in person. It's very difficult to scale. You can only do so much. And one-to-many is, video, selling through the perfect webinar script and using a proven sales process for one-to-many sales. So very cool, very interesting things. And so the one last thing I wanted to leave you with Stephen Larson, he talked about pitching is my sport, which is really cool because I think, for someone who's not super into sports like hockey and football, business is very much a sport to me. This marketing stuff is so cool. And, I pour a lot of energy into this because it's really exciting and it's cool to be a part of direct response. So, also got today my mission number 4, 10x secrets. So again, we got some homework in here where just asking about similar stuff that I'm talking about here on my update about what's the one thing that Russell kind of that stuck with me out of that, which I think I've explained, and a bunch of other stuff. So really excited about tomorrow. I'm usually doing these updates at night just because it's I've got lots going on during the day with consulting work and client work. And, by the time I get home and get the kids to bed, this is when I can do my updates. So I like to do it outside. It's nice and calm out here and not making any noise inside. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the update. If you have any questions, by all means, leave them below. I appreciate you tuning in and watching, and I will give you some more updates tomorrow. So thanks again and have a great night.